Hey guys, how's it going? This is a project I'm going to be working on today. Before I get started off, I want to give a shout out to Nataku. I just saw the latest vid on the whole Blue Table thing, and it's vids like that where you kind of pretty much lay it all out on the line. That reason why a lot of people respect you around here. You know, you speak from the heart. You you're pretty much a straightforward, nice guy, and that's why everybody subscribes to you and likes to watch your vids. Anyway, so as you saw in the materials part, we had this nice, nifty looking cooler I found. I've cut out a doorway here. I've cut out these buttresses to go out on the side. Added in some various bits I had. This right here is from a floral pot that stabs into the ground. I just cut off the tip. That's going to be a satellite dish. Quick note on that: go to your floral supply places like Garden Ridge or what have you. They got a lot of nifty little things y'all could use for terrain. Also, a quick note on when using styrofoam for terrain. Always have like a hot wire cutter, a hot knife, or just really sharp razor blades. If not, you're gonna tear up the styrofoam pretty easy. I mean, because all it is these little balls kind of melted together, and they will tear pretty easy if you don't have a sharp instrument to cut with. These buttresses are not perfect, but that's okay because it's going to be a war-torn, overgrown building. By the time this is all said and done, the next step on this, which I'm about to go do, is cover this with putty, and I'm going to let that dry, and then when I paint it and all that, after it's all said and painted, I'm going to be adding some Spanish moss over to it to make it look overgrown. You can use flock or what have you. I'm kind of digging the look of the Spanish moss, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go putty this up. Quick note on that: I've seen people use like those foam brushes and all that before to put putty on. To me, that takes a little bit much away from it. Just get like a popsicle stick or a plastic knife. It's putty. You're supposed to spackle it on. And after we get it on and get all the cracks filled in between, what we're going to do is take sandpaper and sand it down, semi-smooth. Doesn't need to be perfectly smooth because you're going to, ideally, for something like this, I think it's more like a Space Marine base or something like that, you're going to be using textured paint to get a concrete look. So, you have to think, some things do not have to be perfect. Other things you do, like tile, I think you need very smooth. But that's, try not to kick yourself too much if you don't get the pieces perfect, because I plan on actually, burning in some bullet holes or a blast hole or something like that in this anyway, which I'll probably do before I spackle it as well. So just, keep that in mind, what you want the finished product to look like. But anyway, here's this. I'm going to go spackle it up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I don't know how well you can see this. Let me get out the light. I have spackled it. As you see, it doesn't need to be pretty. You're going to go back and sand it. Try not to have too many rough edges, as it's just going to make sanding a little bit harder. But give you a fair warning, putting putty on styrofoam is like putting icing on a wet cat. It's you gotta be careful what you do. You want to try to keep your definition in there, but I guess you don't necessarily have to do this, but I like doing it just because it's a little bit easier to paint. It gives it a little bit better finish, fills in all the cracks, takes off all the little mold lines from a styrofoam. So the only big problem was, let me turn it around, was gonna putty around that stuff right there. So, but I mean, I got it done. Anyway, that's where we're at right now, and I'm gonna make this a two-part vlog because this one's gonna take forever to upload anyway. Next step is after it dries, we'll sand it down and we'll get to painting.